I'd like to begin today how we should begin every time we speak in front of any amount of people. So let me begin by acknowledging the traditional owners of this land and all First Nations people. Let me begin by acknowledging my elders, your elders, past, present, and future. Let me begin by acknowledging Benelong, his wife Barangaroo, and let me reinstall the names of the people whose place that it is that we stand upon today. Let me acknowledge them because our words have meaning and power and the ability to change and affect change. That's why we watch TED, right? Let me also begin by thanking my ancestors, the Ngapuhi and the Bundjulung, because without their stories, their dances, their lineage, their kaupapa, their kinship, my kinship, I would not be standing in front of you today. So, my name is Amrita. I am a dancer, dance maker, and of recent I've been called a dance activist. I use movement as a platform to help people move through and for the things that they believe in, that they feel strongly about. I see dance as the ability to organize and affect time. So, in saying that, can I get everyone to stand up, please? Thank you. Excellent, excellent. So, before we begin, I would like to preface this with the idea that you're in a shame-free environment. So that means you're not allowed to make anybody feel bad about their movement with a look, physically, verbally, or otherwise. Okay, so let's begin. We're gonna go chest out, in, out, in, arms up, woo, down, up, down, hips side, 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 side. Thank you very much. Take your seats. Excellent. So, I now need you to do one other thing for me. I would like you to touch your chest. Now, touch your nose. The elbow. Your bum. Back to your chest again. The funny thing is that when I ask people to touch these parts of their bodies, there's parts on their bodies that they get embarrassed about, shy. There's a shame that sets in from time to time. What's with that? When did our chest, or touching our chest, or drawing attention to our butt become a thing that was so embarrassing, so shame-fueled? When did we start to govern these parts of the body that can be so physically expressive? And why? We are taught that some dance is elegant, that dance is sometimes physically elitist. We are taught that other dances are bad, nasty, cheap, wrong. But here's the thing. It has nothing to do with the dance. It has nothing to do with these parts of the body. It's not the body. It's the way in which the body is being dissected, looked at, the gaze. There is nothing wrong with sticking your chest out or your butt out or making a total fool of yourself physically. The problem is not anything to do with your body. It's to do with the way it's being looked at. I was taught that the dancing body looked a certain way, and I didn't really think about it when I first started. At 3 years old, I loved dancing. I remember thrashing about on the floor to my mum's jazzmatazz records, corroboree. I remember joining a dance school. I remember Stedfords, learning how to dance in sync in time with others, solos, musical theatre, rock a Stedford. I loved it all. But then things started to change. There was an added curve, an added weight, an added gender, a sex. All of a sudden, things went from being expressive to being a bit full-on, or from being cute to, that's a bit sexy, isn't it? I remember saying to somebody that I danced for pleasure, and then them asking me if I wanted to be a stripper. I've had the same things when I've introduced myself to people's parents or friends. Oh, so you're a dancer? Oh, so you dance for money? And my male counterparts that danced with me, they were too flamboyant. They were criticized because of their sexuality, scrutinized because of this. Dancing was for women, for girls. But when girls danced like women, it became problematic again. It all became really shame-fueled and uncomfortable. So I stopped for a while. It was around about that time that I invested more into my physical appearance than I ever had before. I wasn't dancing, but I was so concerned about being looked at in the right way, at the right time, being overlooked. I was becoming a woman, so I had to disappear or only appear in certain ways. And how did that happen? You know, no one sat me down and was like, look, people might want to have sex with you, so just don't enjoy your body too much, ever. Don't move in public. And you know what else? You can, I guess, move when we're drinking or you're drunk, but apart from that, don't make other people feel uncomfortable. And just ease up and enjoying your body, especially in public. I had never danced to make anybody feel uncomfortable. But I felt uncomfortable. The reason why I started teaching dance again was to try and work through this shame that I felt myself. How could I create an environment where people were dancing through that, where they came out of their comfortability? Because the thing is that when you're taking a dance class, dance hall, jazz, hip hop, when you're dancing in the club, you'll always start with a sense of embarrassment, unsureness. Even the best dancers and the heaviest drinkers have that. And so it's about moving and committing to the action, separating yourself from the gaze of others. The funny thing is when I teach dance, I have people that come up to me and the rhetoric is like this. Okay, so I just want to let you know that I'm not a dancer. Like, I haven't danced in a long time. Or like, I used to dance and I loved dancing. I loved it. Like, I really loved it back in the day. I used to do ballet, but then I stopped and I just want to apologize because I know I'm going to be crap, and then I cut them off. And I take their money and I say, look, if you don't, if you don't enjoy it, I will refund you. And this hasn't happened yet. So the thing that I want to ask you is, the next time your teacher or the dance floor makes you an offer, the offer is that you can join in. Commit to your movement. There's nothing to lose from movement. There is only what you're creating in that present moment. You can be as loud and as big as you want. You can be as minute and committed as you'd like. It's about taking that risk, about putting yourself in that bit of uncomfortability. So the offer that I'm making you is that the next time you're invited to move, commit to your action. Commit to what you're doing. The next level on this, the Jedi level, is to not only commit to your action, but but to be able to be generous enough that you can have others dance with you. Thank you.